All right, everybody. It looks like I have to do some kindergarten teaching for some players, which is fine. Some players just don't get it. So, a few comments under the stream and the video. Wait a second. What are you saying? This is a conspiracy. You're taking it too far. Van de Ven can't finesse shot like Mbappe or whoever. And another one saying, dude, you didn't even win each game. What are you saying here? Well, let's look at the video, guys. Okay? You are seeing low attacking attribute, low dribbling, low anything that has to do with the positions they're playing, right? Players, whether it's Van de Ven, Bissek, Casono, all center backs, all low rated, playing positions like striker and left winger and right winger and moving like the meta attackers, not just random wingers and strikers, which would be bad enough considering how low their attributes are. But you're talking these players are moving just like the top wingers and strikers. I don't care about a finesse shot or even a low driven shot. They should not be able to play these positions like they are with 40 agility when these other players that move like this have 90 agility and 90 dribbling to. Do you get what I'm saying? Rashford and Endrick, strikers who aren't even boosted all the way with overall attributes, right? Lower rated Rashford, lower rated Endrick, playing center back and making the same type of tackles. Even the fact that they're making tackles like a lower rated center back is crazy. They shouldn't even be as good as a 60 rated center back. Are you understanding that? They are tackling Mbappe's and Haaland's and all these other players, and even just you can watch how they're playing. Lukaku, his positioning defensively, go ahead and look at the defensive stats. Please, because apparently you guys need to go look yourself and see that very low number, and then realize that the positioning and the defending for Lukaku, a striker, an 84 rated, by the way, it's not a boosted Lukaku, so all around stats aren't anywhere above where he starts, and he's still playing the position like no different than Udogie. If you didn't have the player model that showed Lukaku and Udogie look how they are, you wouldn't even be able to tell the difference with positioning, runs, defending, all of that, despite having totally different attributes. That is the point. There is zero player identity. Now, let's use FC as an example. Just as an example, not the overall game. Who cares? This is just talking about UFL. I'm just saying the player positions, the attributes, the players having an identity, so it makes it worth getting all these different players, right? If you took Mbappe and put him at center back in FC, he would get absolutely destroyed. If you took Van Dijk, the best center back in FC, period, and put him at striker, or even CDM, still a defensive position, or CM or winger, he would be terrible because his attributes for attacking, for dribbling, for etc., on and on, right, are very, very bad, and therefore it matters. Therefore, these players are different depending on the positions. If you put them in positions where their attributes are bad, they're going to be bad. If you put them in positions where their attributes are good, they're going to be good. That's how it should be. That's what gives these players different identity, not just the player models and how they look. Therefore, when you're seeing the movement the way it is, the passing the way it is, on the defensive side, when you're seeing, like I said, Rashford and Endrick, Lukaku, when you're seeing Jackson play CDM like literally Tchouaméni or Rodri, that is a problem because their attributes, even their skill boosts, have nothing to do with the positions I put all these players in. Yet, they all are passing, moving, shooting, no different. Who cares about a finesse shot or what? It doesn't matter, those few skill boosts, which, by the way, I say in the video, besides this type of shooting and that type of shooting, also besides the goalkeeper, that was the one position where it's like, okay, clearly this player is not a goalkeeper. That's how it should be for every position, because then it would match the attributes. You cannot have Bissek cutting players in and out and Casono driving the wing and able to burn defenders with his low dribbling, his low ball control, etc., etc. I know 98% of you understand this. Literally, like I said, I have to kindergarten teach for just that few players that just are either in denial or they're undercover strikers workers that are trying to cover their ass. Who knows? But my entire point of this is that for a game to succeed going forward, things like this can't happen, because the best part about playing not just UFL, FC, any game, is the ability to improve players, right? That's what UFL has that FC doesn't have. In FC, it's the ability to get better players and build your team. And if all of the players are able to play this good at every position, it doesn't matter. It takes away from the game. It means that you can take a big, strong center back, because Van de Ven, he was just as good, if not better, than many strikers and wingers. I would put him there any day because he can drive inside the box and shoot just as good as any player. I don't need to worry about a specific, like a finesse shot from this certain angle or whatever, because he would be great in the air, right, with the way the heading system works after the last patch, and he literally was impossible to knock off the ball. His speed boost was incredible. You try it for yourself and tell me that you don't love how Van de Ven feels both at the winger positions and striker. You don't put Endrick and Rashford back at center back and tell me that you don't love how agile they were and how they were able to attack the ball so quickly and fluidly, and they still could make the tackles. There was a benefit to having those little guys back there to zoom through and make tackles. That should not be the case. It takes away from wanting certain players in certain positions, and it takes away from the reality of the game. Now, it doesn't have to be exactly like real life. I've said that before. There's got to be a video game aspect. But in this day and age, you cannot have a game where attributes mean nothing. The way these players are operating in these different positions do not match the attributes at all. Many of the attributes you just throw out the window because it makes no sense with how well these players were doing. That is the point. And again, using FC as an example, where the attributes actually match how the players perform on the pitch, that is what you are looking for. That is the entire point. Don't care about winning. Clearly, if I wanted to win, I wouldn't be putting players in this position. That is not the point of it. I don't care about only one certain type of shot being the difference between Van de Ven and Mbappe. That's insanity. It's about the overall attributes meaning nothing, in this proving that. So, with that being said, I hope strikers can give each player more identity, match their attributes more to how they perform on the pitch, because us players at this day and age with the competitors and what they're offering, that is what we're looking for. For UFL to stick around and not just continue to shrink and shrink and shrink player base wise, they're going to need to address these type of things. Again, that is the point. So, with that being said, keep grinding, keep having fun. I will see you on the next one. Peace.